new secured credit cards for 2023. Let's go ahead and go into the best secured credit cards for this month, September 2023. If you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and subscribe if this is your first time seeing me, so you guys can keep up with all the videos we got coming in the future. So the very first card that we have for today is going to be the Open Sky secured Visa credit card. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and share that with you guys as well, so you can see it at the same time that I'm showing it to you guys. Okay. So the very first one is going to be the Open Sky secured credit card. Okay. Now, this one has an annual fee of $35. But what I really like about this particular card, even though it's nothing special, is going to be an automatic approval. The only way you can get denied for this card is if you've had this card in the past and you've done them wrong. Okay. But for the most part, if you've never done them wrong, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be able to get approved. Now, there are a couple pros and cons. Of course, the pro would be in that it's an automatic approval. The con would be is that you cannot add any authorized users. There's no reward points or anything like that. So this is literally a card that's ready to help you rebuild credit, or if you're new to credit in general. As I mentioned, there's no credit check to apply. And that's pretty much it. You know, it says 87% approval rate. For the most part, everybody's pretty much approved as long as you can pass your identity check. Now, this is not number one. This is number four. Okay. So we're going to work backwards today. Okay. So we're going to start off with number four. So make sure you stay to the end so you guys can see what the number one card is. This is going to be the top four secured cards. Okay. So that's number one. So let me go ahead and then pull up the next card here. The next card that we're going to go with is going to be the Capital One Quicksilver secured credit card. Okay, now this was pretty cool because now you're getting into some cash rewards. Okay, so if you guys are big on, hey, I'm used to having rewards. Now I'm rebuilding my credit. I messed up those other cards. They got charged off. They got closed out, whatever. Now you can kind of get a little taste of that again. Okay, this one's going to give you 5% unlimited cash back on hotels, rental cars, booked through Capital One Travel, where you'll get Capital One's best prices on thousands of trip options as well. So that's where you get that 5%. You'll be able to get 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. Okay. So make sure you guys keep up with that. The annual fee on that is $0 compared to the Open Sky. That one had $35. This was at zero. This one has a regular APR of 30%. That's normal, guys. So if you're carrying a balance, expect for the bank to make a little bit of money up off you. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Make sure you guys pay attention to these highlights. Okay. Number one is going to be that there are no annual fees or hidden fees, but you do have to put down a refundable $200 deposit to get a $200 line of credit. Okay. So you're building your card, using a card like that can most definitely help as well too. And then you'll be automatically, this is what's huge, you'll be automatically considered for a higher credit line in as little as 6 months with no additional deposit needed, guys. So that's going to be huge as you guys are in your credit rebuilding journey. Okay. So that's going to be on that particular card, which is the Capital One Quicksilver. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go into card. Now that was card number three. Let's go ahead and go to card number two. Okay. So we're almost at number one. Make sure you guys hang around and stick with me. Okay. So now number two is going to actually be it's loading up. That's going to be the Secured Chime Credit Builder credit card. Okay. Now this one's pretty cool because this one's going to not only give you a secure credit card, it's going to also give you a checking account as well. And so it's essentially using a debit card in place of a credit card, and it's going to report just like one as well too. Okay. But now here's the deal. There's no annual fee. And again, there's no regular APR because again, it doesn't act all the way just like a card. But the biggest thing is making sure that you're actually using it properly. Okay. So here you guys can see here that the secured credit card is going to help consumers safely rebuild credit. It has no interest. We get that part. Next is going to be that there's no minimum security deposit. So money added to the credit builder will be held in a secured account as collateral for your credit builder Visa card, which means that you can spend up to this amount on your card. This money can be used to pay off your charges at the end of every month. To apply, you must receive, of course, a direct deposit of $200 or more to your checking account. So whatever you have in the checking account, that's what you guys are going to have access to. So of course, that way you don't have to worry about going into credit card debt, things of that sort. This is a true way to rebuild your credit, especially if you have certain habits that have gotten you to a certain point where you guys actually need to have this anyway. Okay. But that's number two. So you hope you guys are ready for number one. Now, if you guys have watched any of my videos in the past, you guys know I'm a huge fan of this next company, and that's going to be Capital One Platinum Secure Credit Card. Now, why is this card always number one on my list? Okay, well, it's honest. To be totally honest with you, it's really simple. I'm all about relationships. Okay, Not talking about, like multiple relationships. We're not gonna get into that. This ain't that channel, okay? But I'm all about relationships is going to be long term. So you guys got to think going into lowering your car payment. So Capital One can help you lower your car payment by going into refinancing that auto loan. What else can Capital One do? They can help you get a car, so you can get a lower interest rate, on that as well too. They can have very competitive rates. They're one of the nation's largest auto loan distributors in the nation. So that's honestly huge. And then don't forget, you can add up to 5 authorized users on this credit card as well, too, guys. That's 5 authorized users at no additional charge. So if you got friends, family members, obviously kids or whatever that you want to help build their credit, you can do so, adding 5 people, and it's going to cost you nothing. Okay, there's no annual fee. You got a regular APR of about $30. But here, I went over all of that. Those aren't even the best parts. Let me go to the best part. Is the fact that they have what like to call my tier system. Okay, so Capital One has a secured credit card tier system that works like this. If your tier number, let's say tier number 3 is the bottom. So if you're tier number 3, that means you have to put down $200 in order to get a $200 deposit. Okay. So now if you're going to be tier 2, that means that you have to put down $100 to get a $200 deposit. Okay. That means your credit is it's not the worst, but it's not as bad as if you needed to go ahead and put down, of course, $50 or something like that. So again, it's just slightly worse than that. Okay. And then you have the final tier, which is tier number 1. And that's going to essentially be, you have to put down $200 to get a $200 deposit. Okay. Now, obviously, it's either that or getting denied. But again, this is going to be the number 1 card. So if you are looking for a secure credit card, this is the one I strongly suggest that you apply for. Now, keep in mind too, guys, if you guys want to learn more about these credit cards, if you want to compare these credit cards, or if you're like, you know what? I think I want to go ahead and go for that one. You can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and click this QR code right here at the top. I'm over here bumping the mic. But either way, you can go ahead and click up right here at the QR code right at the top, or you can go into the video description, and you can go ahead and learn more about those cards as well. So now also too, guys, now that we got, of course, that information going as well too, we got Oriel in the house. Where you guys watching this video from? You guys know how we do the lives, right? Let's get it going. Who's ready for my private coaching session on tonight? Okay, that's gonna be my private coaching session tonight. Again, now, how do you guys get access to the private coaching session? Okay, number 1, it's gonna be on Zoom. It's not gonna be on YouTube. In order to get access to the private coaching session, you must get the Advanced Credit Blueprint. Okay, for those who don't know, the Advanced Credit Blueprint is something I came out with this year. Is to help people improve their credit scores, qualify for homeownership, lower their car payments, and essentially get them exactly everywhere they need to be to go ahead and get the credit that they deserve to have. Okay, but that's going to be huge, guys, as you're working out with all of this throughout this entire process. So we will be going live or on tonight. I'm answering everybody's questions. So it's not just me talking, okay? I'm answering whatever questions you guys have to the best of my ability to make sure that you're not by yourselves, okay? Now, typically, when you're building your credit, you're like, oh, I'll just watch a few videos on YouTube. I'll talk to a few people. I'll talk to my pastor at the church, whatever your game plan or strategy is, okay? But you want to make sure that you're getting information from people that actually know what they're talking about, getting information from people who have rebuilt their credit, getting information from people that have accomplished the goals that you're looking to accomplish. So what are we going to be going into tonight? So if you want to go into home ownership, we're going to talk about that. If you want to improve your credit score in general, we're going to talk about that. Lowering your car payment, right? Trading in your car, going into a lease, all these types of things, buying rental property, right? Whatever those questions are, if you just say, hey, Calvin, honestly, let's just keep it real simple. This is my situation. What accounts do I need to add? What do I need to do? Here's my situation. What do I need to do? Now, this is on a group situation. This is on a group basis. Okay. So that means that you can ask your questions or you can kind of learn from everybody else. But in order to get an invitation to that, you guys got a little bit of time left. You got a little bit of time. All you have to do is get the Advanced Credit Blueprint. I got the QR code right here on the side. And here, the reason why you have to get that Advanced Credit Blueprint is simply because I don't mind people asking easier type questions, but I at least want to make sure that you have the foundation set right. Okay. So this is kind of like CDL. This is kind of like CDL driving school, right? Where you're driving trucks and you haven't even driven a car yet. Okay. So the Advanced Credit Blueprint is going to be your car. You got to make sure you get the foundation right. So I know that you got access to the basics. I know that you got access to the right credit builders, not this crap that's out here. There's a lot of junk that's out here that people are talking about, and it's not helping people, right? People can get any account they want to. But the problem is that if you don't get the right type of account, you're going to end up costing yourself. Okay. So just keep that in mind as well. And of course, now everyone that's watching this, where you guys watching it from? Where are we at? I know the weather's been kind of crazy. Do we got Florida in the house? Is Georgia in the house? Those are usually the bigger names for sure. I know Oriole's always checking in per usual, sir. We greatly appreciate you being here for the time that you've been here as well. But again, if you guys are ready for the private coaching session tonight, go ahead and put in the comments ready. Okay, put in the comments ready if you guys are ready for the private coaching session on tonight. We'll go ahead and put ready inside the comments. I'm going to go ahead and start it off. I'll go ahead and put ready in there for myself as well. Go ahead and put ready in the comments if you guys are ready for tonight's coaching session. Now, again, if you don't know how to get to the coaching session, this is going to be, listen, right over here. This is your ticket to get in. This is your ticket to get in, okay? You still got a little bit of time left. This is your ticket to go ahead and get in, okay? That way we can get all your questions answered, and we can most definitely go ahead and go from there. Now, for many of you who are a part of our 90-day home buying challenge. The great news about that, good news and bad news. Good news is we got our next call coming up. It's going to be coming up here, I think either next week or the week after that. But the bad news is we're not going to be doing the home buying challenge for the rest of the year. We're going to bring that back sometime next year. So when I be telling you guys that we have it open for a short period of time, that I'm just being totally honest, okay? But either way, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns before we wrap up, or you guys just going to save all your questions for tonight? If you're going to save all your questions for tonight, make sure y'all ready. Okay. Make sure you guys are ready. Okay. But either way, I will see you guys on tonight. Make sure you guys bring your questions, get your notepads out, get ready to take everything to the next level. Jason says he is ready for tonight. Jason's always ready, man. We appreciate you being here, man, and just learning all the information. And let me tell you guys something. Jason's not only been learning the information, he's been taking action. He's been improving his credit score, and he's literally this close to getting all his goals. We'll see where he is, of course, this month for sure. I'm sure he's most definitely taking care of business for sure. But listen, guys, if you're ready for tonight, go ahead and put ready inside the comments. We'll see you guys there on tonight. Get your questions answered. Again, bad credit. Listen, bad things happen to good people all the time. Bad credit happens to good people all the time. Make sure that you have a game plan. Make sure that you have a strategy on how to get out of this situation. But again, I can't help you if you're not there. I can't help you if you're not there. Now, if you're like, hey, Calvin, you know what? Listen, I need a one-on-one situation. You most definitely can. I sent out an email on yesterday about that. So if you want to get more information on the one-on-one, just go ahead and just look out for that email, or just go ahead and just send us an email or whatever. But we do have one-on-one slots available as well too. I opened up my calendar for sometime next week, so you guys can go ahead and then take advantage of that as well too. But again, if you guys don't want the one-on-one, the group, I'm going to kill it tonight. I promise you that. I'm most definitely going to make it a slam dunk tonight. If you guys, all you got to do is just get in the building. This is your ticket to get in the building, okay? So just make sure you guys are in the building. And if not, don't worry. Guys, listen. Because I had one person jump on the live and say, well, why do I have to pay for something? Well, here, check this out. There's 1,100 free videos. The free videos will never stop. But this is for people who are saying, hey, listen, I need you to tell me specifically what I need to do. I want to talk to you personally about what I need to do. But some people like learning in a group format. But either way, I want to make sure you guys got everything you need. And we'll see you guys on tonight. Get ready. We're about to go ahead and get you guys closer to your financial